It was a grey, windy afternoon when 9-year-old Lily stood on the corner of a quiet Los Angeles street, clutching a worn-out guitar case in her small hands. Her oversized hoodie swallowed her teeny frame, and her eyes, red from crying, scanned the faces of people passing by. The guitar case was almost as big as SH was. Its brown leather cracked and faded, the initials, J.M., carved on one side, the only thing her late father had left behind. Lily's father, Jack Miller, had been a passionate musician, a dreamer who believed that one day he'd make it big. But life hadn't been kind to him. Between struggling gigs, odd jobs, and mounting hospital bills, he never found the fame he longed for. When cancer took him 2 months ago, it left Lily and her mother, Sarah, with little more than memories, and that old guitar. Sarah had been working double shifts at a diner just to keep the lights on. Their rent was overdue, and the landlord had already warned them. When Lily overheard her mother crying in the kitchen, whispering, "I don't know how we're going to make it," SH made up her mind. If her dad's guitar could bring in even a little money, maybe SH could help. SH took the bus into the city, the guitar strapped to her back, her pockets carrying only $1 США, 25 and a peanut butter sandwich wrapped in foil. SH sat up on a corner near a vintage music shop and tapped a piece of cardboard to the guitar case, for sale, $100 США. People passed her by without stopping. Some smiled, others frowned. A few took pictures, thinking SH was part of some street performance. But Lily wasn't performing. SH was desperate. Every time someone asked why SH was selling it, her voice trembled as SH said, "It was my dad's. I need to help my mom." Inside the nearby cafe, a man in dark glasses and a white brimmed hat watched her from behind the window. He had come for a quiet cup of coffee before heading to a meeting. But something about the little girl with the guitar caught his attention. He couldn't see her face clearly, but he could see the sadness in her posture, the way her small fingers traced the edges of the case as if it was a part of her heart SH was driving away. The man was Ozzy Osbourne. He had seen all kinds of fans in his life, screaming crowds, adoring teenagers, people with tattoos of his face. But this little girl wasn't a fan. SH was just a child trying to survive. And for a reason he couldn't quite explain, the sight of her stirred something deep within him. Maybe it was because he'd lost his own father young. Maybe it was because he'd seen what music meant to people who had nothing else. Ozzy stepped outside, pulling his jacket tighter against the wind. As he approached, Lily looked up at him nervously. "Hey there, love," he said in his rough British accent, crouching down so his eyes met hers. "You selling that guitar?" Lily nodded. "It was my dad's. He used to play it every night. I'm selling it for $100. Ozzy looked at the cardboard sign and then at the guitar case. "That is a fair price for a thin piece," it said. "Mind if I take a look?" SH hesitated, then handed it to him carefully, as to SH was passing him her father's soul. Ozzy unlatched the case, and his breath caught for a moment. Inside was a 1963 Gibson Hummingbird acoustic, worn, scratched, but still magnificent. He strummed a few strings softly. Despite the harsh, the sound was pure, almost haunting. Lily's eyes glistened. "That is how my dad used to play," SH whispered. Ozzy swallowed hard. "What was his name, sweetheart?" "Jack Miller," SH said. "He wanted to be a rock star. He said music makes people feel alive." Ozzy blinked. That line hit him right in the chest. He wasn't wrong. He looked at her again. "And what will you do with the money?" SH looked down at her shoes. "My mom's working really hard. We don't have enough for rent. I thought maybe, if I sell this, SH won't have to cry anymore." For a moment, Ozzy couldn't speak. His voice cracked as he asked, "You're a brave girl, Lily. You know that." SH shrugged. "Dad said brave people don't cry. But I still do." That broke him. He smiled softly. "Even rockstars cry, love. Trust me on that." Ozzy closed the case and stood up. He looked down at the little girl, and without another word, he took out his wallet. He didn't pull out $100 bill. He pulled out 10,000. Lily's eyes widened. Mister, that's too much. I only wanted 100. Ozzy shook his head. You keep the guitar, sweetheart. Your dad would want you to. But take this. Tell your mom that someone wanted to buy it and pay what it is truly worth. Her lips trembled. You mean, I can keep it? He nodded. Promise him one thing, learn to play it someday. Keep his music alive. Tears spilled down Lily's cheeks as SH nodded. I promise. Before Ozzy could say more, a woman came running from the corner, Sarah, her mother. Her face was pale with worry, her apron still dusted with flour from the diner. Lily, thank God, I've been looking everywhere for you. SH scooped the girl into her arms, her voice shaking. You can't just run off like that. Lily tried to explain through tears. Mom, he wanted to buy Daddy's guitar, but he said I could keep it. Sarah turned, ready to apologize, but when SH saw who was standing there, her words froze. Yar Ozzy Osbourne, SH whispered, her voice almost breaking. Ozzy smiled softly. That is what they call him. Your little girl here is something special. SH reminded him in music matters. He handed Sarah the folded bills discreetly. This isn't charity. It is respect for her father's music. Sarah tried to refuse, tears in her eyes, but he gently placed the money in her hand. Take it, use it to jet back on your feet. And keep that guitar in the family. For a long moment, Sarah stood there, unable to speak. The weight of kindnesses, of the miracle SH hadn't asked for, was too heavy to hold back. SH whispered, thank you so much. Ozzy simply smiled, tipped his hat, and turned to leave. But just as he reached the corner, he heard the faintest sound. Lily, strumming the guitar for the first time, her small fingers trembling as SH played one of her father's songs. People on the street stopped to listen. The melody was raw, young, but full of heart. Ozzy turned back, his eyes glistening. He took out his phone, filmed a few seconds, and later that night, he posted it on his social media with the caption. Больше чем, this little girl reminded him that real music doesn't come from fame or fortune, it comes from love. Her dad must be proud. The video went viral overnight. Millions of people watched as Lily played her father's old guitar on that windy afternoon. Messages of support and donations poured in. A week later, a music foundation reached out, offering Lily free guitar lessons. Another company offered to repair her father's guitar for free. Months passed, and Lily kept her promise. SH practiced every day after school. Her small fingers grew stronger, her voice more confident. Eventually, SH performed at a local charity concert, her first stage ever, with her mother watching proudly from the crowd. Backstage, Ozzy showed up again, smiling like a proud grandfather. Told you you'd make people feel alive, he said. Lily grinned and handed him a small envelope. Inside was a handwritten note. Больше чем, dear Mr. Osbourne, thank you for believing in him. I still cry sometimes, but now when I play Daddy's guitar, I feel him smiling. Love, Lily. Ozzy wiped a tear from his eye, held her shoulder gently, and whispered, you're going to make the world remember his music, love. That is the real rockstar thing to do. And as Lily walked back on stage, her guitar shining under the lights, the audience rose to their feet, not for fame, not for celebrity, but for the pure, simple power of love and music that began with a little girl, a broken guitar, and a miracle from a man who had once been lost in music himself.